Hi, everybody. Coming to you live again, talking about what's going on with this November 11th portal this month. So we're coming up on this. We're at November 7th today, and pretty soon, within the next few days, we'll be going through the portal. Everybody keeps asking me, can you please do a video? For some reason, I've got a lot of static on my screen today, but that's okay. Maybe it's a high energy day. Anyway, so what this portal is about on November 11th is basically um, a unity. And so this is all of, I'm gonna read a little bit of my notes here. And this is a reuniting of our true sacred union partnerships. And so this is the highest union that's based in love. And so that's what's formulating right now. We've got this magnetism happening with a lot of divine unions here. And why is that? Because we're ascending, we're moving into a higher state of consciousness, and we need these sacred partnerships to do our work. We need this love situation to really come in and upgrade humanity. Let me read a couple of the things that I have been downloading in the last couple days, and why I keep doing these videos is because I want you guys to see what's happening out here on an ethereal sense, okay? So basically what this portal is doing is allowing us to receive miracles. One of the biggest things with that is these miracles are an energy that asks us to participate in dissolving obstacles of separation. So with a lot of us that have been having a lot of, I say, awkward energy in the last few days, well, we're going through a personal transformation right now. This ascension is putting us into abundance. It's also transforming us to raise the mass consciousness. And so what is 1111? Well, it's a wake-up code. It's a code of consciousness. This is a direct portal between intuition and manifestation. So it represents, I say, the divine masculine, the divine feminine circuitry that's linked to our eternal connection, our unconditional love connection. And this is basically our first phase. So 1111 is, let me look at my notes here, is the ascension gateway for the indigos and the crystal souls to enter 5D. So it's this 5-dimensional energy, and become spiritual mentors for our human ascension. And this is basically the world transforming. It's becoming a new place. We are transforming into a unity consciousness. This is a threefold flame into the anchor of the divine Trinity. And so what does that mean? This means that you get to step foot in to your most divine life, where you get rid of your obstacles, you get rid of your belief systems, you get rid of all of these things that weren't serving you in the past. And we've been kind of coming up on this for the last year and a half. And so that's why I wanted to put these videos out, just to kind of give you guys an idea, like, what is going on here, and why are things changing. Let me read some more of my notes here. You know, with these sacred unions, there's actually some contracts that are going to be started. And so with the sacred union is basically us coming together with another person in love, because this isn't going to be about sex. This isn't going to be about the dimensional energies of the human self before, when you know, we just got with a partner and it was all about sex. This time it's about intimacy, it's about deep-seated love, it's about a sacred union. And so the 1111 portal is like, if you think about two pillars coming together and you're walking through, you know, and the pillars are the 11s, so you're walking through a new gateway into a sacred time. You know, we're moving into 5-dimensional energy. This is us upgrading to the fullest extent. And so with that being said, we get to feel this love that we've never felt before. We get to enjoy others in a way that we never felt before. And so in this happiness, it's also going to raise the consciousness. And that's why I keep saying it's a super exciting time to be alive right now, because we get to be part of this, I say, new adventure, this new ascension adventure, where we get to be in our highest potential. We get to love each other the way that we needed to love each other all these years of our lives. That these portals, that these integrated cellular systems are actually working on behalf of us so that we can get the love, because God only knows there's not a whole lot of love out there anymore. People don't, they're all in separation. Nobody wants to come together anymore. It's all about, oh, she did this, he did that, blah, blah, blah. Whatever, okay? Let that go in the past. That's an obstacle. That's a block. Get rid of it. It no longer serves you. It's no longer part of your experience. So allow yourself to be with this portal and ascend. And I say ascend is lean in. Allow yourself that space to come together with this unity consciousness so that we can all raise this consciousness, so that we quit going back into the I say 3D mind, 4D mind of traumas, of drama, of past experiences that weren't in alignment with us. We get to work through this stuff. A friend of mine today said, Dawn, what do you think that this Mercury retrograde is really truly about? And I said, you know what? I think what it really is about is us getting to correct lineage pieces within our families that need correction. This is starting a new life. This is starting a new career, possibly starting, different types of relationships, not only just with the sacred union, but having good friendships outside of sex, with the opposite sex. So there's going to be all these paramount things that are going to come in. And so with this ascension, we've got to use this energy. This is a gateway. This is a portal for us to help humanity. This is a portal to bring love in our life in different ways that we never did before. If in the last few weeks you've been having this sense of like happy, giddy, I've been super off the hook with being silly and doing happy and fun and exciting things. And I'm excited about what's about to happen, because 2020, it's going to knock your socks off, you guys. You think this year had some really good, juicy little pieces? Well, guess what? You haven't seen anything yet. And we're actually stepping into our highest potential, our highest levels of our consciousness ever. And what does that mean? It doesn't mean depression. It doesn't mean fatigue. It doesn't mean being tired. It means going with the flow of the universe. It means, connecting with our highest desires, connecting with love pieces that we always wanted to have in our life, and having that show up, instead of like, when is this ever going to happen for me? This is never going to happen for me. So really, the sacred union thing, it's huge. It's huge. And sometimes I get on here and I try to be a little mediocre with the way I talk about things etherically, because let's be real here. Our human mind has to label something for it to be something. What if this is just something for you that you don't need to analyze, that you don't have to go in and think about all the time? Or what if this is something like a platter of your whole desires, and it's showing up at your doorstep? And you're like, wow, how'd this show up here? Who knew I lived here? Well, the universe did. Okay. So that's why it showed up. And so that's what this, basically this eternal love connection, this true sacred union is really us moving our frequency into an unconditional state of love, but we can't do that without our counterparts. And so we all came here right before we came, we picked our beloveds, the person that was going to ascend with us, that was going to help us move ourselves into this 5D unconditional ascension consciousness, because we're moving into a higher state of consciousness, and we're getting to reap all the benefits of this love and joy and happiness that we're stepping into. So I'm super excited because this is going to happen right before Christmas, and you know, everybody gets all excited around Christmas, but what about the portal? That's more exciting than anything, because through the Christmas holidays we get to experience that unconditional love that really is for us and meant for us. And so if you're anticipating weird energies, just lean into this stuff. Don't try to analyze it. Don't try to understand it outside your human self, because you're not going to understand that. You know, we haven't been given the tools. Our parents don't have the knowledge to kind of teach us how to navigate through these ascensions. And so, you know, there are star seeds, as myself and others on the planet, that we're all trying to raise this consciousness. We're trying to allow you guys to experience a highest level, highest form of self-love, and the highest form of unconditional love in I say, you know, unity, and for all of us, you know. The other thing that I wanted to mention to you guys really quick here is, not only do we get the sacred unions, we get the unconditional love, and then guess what? Abundance starts flooding in. Why is that? Because we are aligning with our beloveds. We are supposed to do this in pairs and not by ourselves. And for those of us, myself included, have really, you know, gone into the spaces of like, ooh, maybe I have to do this work on my own. And that's not the case here. The case really resides here in how we do this together, and how are we going to raise this as a collective, because that's what we're doing. We're raising the consciousness as a collective, which Intel is going to help humanity. It's going to heal our planet. We're all going to be on the same page, and this fighting and this nonsense of separation, well, gosh darn, get rid of that. That's old energy. That doesn't evolve you in this new 5-dimensional energy. So start grounding, start leaning into this stuff. Look around, check out your, you know, look around you, see who's around you, see who you can connect with, because that's what we're doing. We're moving into this major ascension, and that portal's on 11/11. Okay, so it's one of the most highest frequency days of the year, but also it's the highest love day of the year. And you know, for those of us that celebrate Valentine's Day, well, guess what? You get a second one this year. So it's going to be great. It's going to be fantastic. And I mean, for gosh sakes, we get to unite with our sacred union, the person that we were divinely guided to by way of the universe. And so there's lots of exciting things happening. There's lots of things to be had, and I keep saying this over and over and over, but this is our truth. This is paramount. This is the portal that we've been waiting for. All of this nonsense of sitting in the 3rd and 4th dimensional crybaby, I say, patterns and belief systems that we've been doing in the past, where we sat in victimization, is no longer going to be there anymore. We get to serve humanity in love instead of separation, you know, in love instead of war. And so, you know, just move into this frequency with grace and ease, and lean into it. Don't try to analyze it. Don't try to think about it. It's here to serve you, not for you to serve it. So, you know, it is the epitome of, you know, what spiritual teachers and spiritual mentors out there say. It's the I am. That's what we're doing. This is I am love. I am divine. And so we get to feel that energy. We get to feel that truth. And this is paramount. I mean, this is going to be huge for a lot of you, because what is the big thing with this November 11th portal? we get to step fully into this 5-dimensional energy. And what is 5-dimensional energy? Unconditional love. It's our ascension. It's what was already laid out for us in advance. You know, these portals are for us. They're to enhance us. They're to bring knowledge. They're to bring guidance, compassion, love, and understanding, and to get some of those obstacles out and create more new beginnings so that you can have a lot of the things that you're wanting. And so, you know, I'm kind of going to leave this open a little bit because I want you guys to contact me and even write a comment on there about what are you feeling through this? Are you feeling more love in your life? You know, did you connect with a neighbor that maybe you didn't have a good time with at some point, or maybe connect with a friend that, you know, you miss them dearly and maybe you just went through some kind of misunderstanding. And so this is going to shed all of that stuff and bring all of this into light. And we're going to experience this love like we've never experienced it before. And I'm super excited for all of you guys because we get to be love finally. And not so much as talking about, I can't wait till love comes into my life. Well, you are love, and you're going to match that frequency of love in this sacred union that's about to walk into your life. So I hope some of this information was really informative. I know I get on here and I start going crazy with my words, but you know, there's lots of things here that I want you to experience. I don't want you to miss out on any of this positivity. I don't want you to be you know, sitting back wondering when life is going to get better for you. I want you to take the bull by the horns, and literally we're Uranus and Taurus right now, you know, with that Mercury retrograde of Scorpio, and we've got to deal with our stuff. You don't get to have all of the riches until you do the work. And so that's the bigger part here, is like still implementing that self-love through this new portal, but also being open to love. So those of you guys that are out there that are like, no, I'm done dating, I'm not going to do that anymore. Well, guess what? You don't get a choice. The universe is going to bring in that counterpart that you've always dreamed of, and your life is going to get exciting and happy and fun. And for those of us like myself that have had that union come in a little bit quicker than this portal, well, we're already enjoying life, and we're already experiencing all this abundance and love and harmony and peace and happiness that our hearts always desired. So, you know, doing the work, you reap the benefits of that. And, you know, right now, really going inward, really kind of identifying like what do I want love to look like in my life, so that that love can show up, because that's your love language, and you need to have that out into your, I say, your quantum field, so that you can pull that energy back into your heart. And so I think that, you know, again, I'm calling it the second Valentine's Day, because you get to meet that love of your life. And so I'm excited for all of you guys, and I want to hear some comments. I want you guys to connect with me, because I love, 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 love stories, and I can't wait to hear about yours. So hopefully some of this stuff helped you guys quite a bit. And, you know, I hope that you got some juicy nuggets out of some of this stuff, because boy, I tell you, we are divine love, and that feeling of divineness is about to step right into your heart in this 5D Ascension energy. So congratulations on your new journey, and I look forward to talking with you guys more and more about this unconditional love 5D Ascension. So have a great afternoon, and thank you for joining me. And I can't wait to see what kind of comments you guys have about this portal, because I'm excited to hear about it. Thank you, and namaste. Blessings to you all. Bye.